Hey everyone, Ghost of Orcus here, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be making my final character. It's not going to be a Dark Elf, thankfully. Not that big a fan of Dark Elves, personally. I'm going to make it quite tall. Champion gear 1. Class is also important. I'm going to make another Necromancer. I don't know whether to keep her as a Necromancer DD or make her another secondary healer. I've not yet decided, if I'm honest, but that's part and parcel of being me. Anyway, I'm trying not to make it too thin or too muscular in my opinion. So I'll just quickly switch. Okay, nice. Most of these things I do leave to the edits, however, some things I don't really want to leave to the edits. As in to just randomization. That's pretty much how I make my characters, so let's randomize. Oh, nope, there is absolutely nothing I want to keep there. I did forget to lock the head marking. Bad. And to reduce the age dramatically. And just keep any adornment off. And any body marking off, because I don't use either of those. I have them unlocked, so if I really want them. I like her eyes. I like the very white eyes, so I will keep those, but other than that, nope. No. I quite like the lip shape, but I'm not too keen on the rest of it, so I don't like where it sits, so I'm not going to keep that. Nope. Okay, I like the eyes. Certainly the size. I'm not sure about... Oops. Not sure about the separation on them, but we will see what happens there. Okay, that's a bit better, so let's see if it's going to give me... I'm just going to solely focus on the eyes and see which one... Okay, that is slightly better. I quite like that. So we've got the eye sorted. Okay, I quite like her chin. I've decided... Oh, neck size has got to go back down as well. I quite like her chin. Not keen on her jaw size though, and I'm actually not keen on those lips after all. So let's reset that. I can be very picky when it comes to characters. I'm of course well aware of it, but in my opinion, simply put, this is a character that I'm going to be keeping. Or at least I think I'm going to be keeping. But either way, it will be a magic and necromancer, or it will be another healer of mine. I haven't really decided yet, and if I'm honest, the reason I haven't decided yet is because I had a spare character slot, but I didn't think of any stamina characters I wanted. I have a couple of stamina characters, so I am starting to introduce stamina characters in, but they're not my favourite to play. I don't know why. I honestly have no idea why, but they're just not my favourite. Like, at the end of the day, I've got to play what I enjoy, and I have a sorcerer I can maybe one day turn into a healer if I really wanted to, but I'm not really that bothered, to be honest. So I like the hairstyle. I'll keep the hairstyle. And that. Oh, I quite like that face actually. Okay, that is a nice looking face. I quite like that face. I'm not so keen on the skin tone, but I can edit that post and I'm not too worried. But the eyebrows are horrible, so they've got to go. I'm just gonna hopefully wait for it to give me some decent eyebrows. Because things like the hair, I don't mind editing later. But I'm more looking at the eyebrow height and depth as well, rather than just the eyebrows themselves and what they look like. So for example, I like the height and the skew and the depth. I don't like the eyebrows themselves, they're a bit, you know, not for me. I'm gonna see if there's any that I actually do like. I just find the problem with high elf eyebrows is that they're horrible in this game. Actually, you know what? No. I stand corrected, they're awful anyway. I do change my mind very quickly, I'm well aware of it. I do have an aesthetic in mind. However, I kind of still want to randomize the look where possible. But yes, I do have a very certain specific aesthetic in mind. So she will be built around that aesthetic. However, fingers crossed it's not a very long video and it's not going to take me an awfully long time to get the character of my dreams. Fingers crossed, maybe? I like the ears. The ears are nice. Just now the nose. No, I can't live with that massive noggin. That nose I could live with. Now it's time to edit it. Post. I've already decided I'm going to go for the pale skin. But I'm not sure exactly how pale exactly. Because while I like the sort of light aesthetic, I like the idea of it being contrasted by quite dark skin. So while I said pale skin originally, I do like this sort of look. So I think I'll keep this because I don't think any of my high elves actually look like that. I will not bother editing. Oops, I won't bother editing the things like her hair because I have the hair sets available, so I'm not too worried. Let's see. Okay, I can't like that. Size. I mean, I don't really see a difference to be honest, but I'm sure some more might. She's a bit flat-chested at the moment, so let's tune her up a fair bit. To be honest, she is a bit thin. Let's increase the gut size. I'll just give her a bit of a waist. I think that might be quite nice. Give her sort of more of a human sort of look. I don't like her hip size though. I think her hips are a little bit too wide for me. It just look a little bit disproportionate, but there we go. And for some reason it's changed her hair colour. Did I not lock it? Oops. I didn't lock it. I'm foolish sometimes. It's fine. I am going to go for this very bright white hair because it's beautiful. That'll do fine. I might touch up the lips just a little bit, see if it works, but I'm just being very picky now. So I do apologise. I just don't like doing a rush job when it comes to my characters. Simply because, like I said, it's somebody who came into my not DMs, came into my Discord. I like to look good and play well. She's very pretty. I already chose her name. It's to do with a popular TV show I quite like. It's a name inspired by that. So, yeah, this is my Necromancer healer. Or DPS. I'm not actually sure which one she'll be, to be honest. I'm probably going to lean more towards healer because it's what I know and love. I'm going to choose her arm size though because that's quite big. But yeah, I will be creating her and then I will be showing her outfit. And now that I'm out that loading screen, the first thing I'm going to do is go to slottable items and slots of food. Next, I'm going to go into this adventurous strong box and withdraw everything. I'm going to put on daggers for now. However, I do know that there is also a restoration staff which I will have to keep. And the reason why I have got so much funds on this character now is because I can then change the look for both items. So this is her at the moment. I'm going to give her a sort of update, if you will. I quite like the adorable assassin for her actually. I didn't think I would, but actually it looks quite good on her. With the emphasis eyelashes, absolutely gorgeous. No problem at all with this character so far. Personality, I prefer to use the Brassy Assassin. Sometimes I use the Duchess, but it's very, very rare. I do not use the Brassy Assassin. Just because I love the way it looks. I love this sort of flippant. I don't know how to pronounce it, how to explain it. Like the attitude that's given there, the, you know, don't you dare cross me attitude. I really, really want to put her in light armor. Even though I'm probably certain she's going to be medium armor as a DD, I want to put her in light armor because I have a feeling that there's a couple of white armor pieces that die really well in white, and I really do want to keep that sort of pale aesthetic going, but the only thing that's not pale is her skin. I quite like this. I haven't used this in a while. The thing I don't like even is the tassels, and also how it makes the character's hips look huge, even if you've got a very small character like myself. I like this, but I use this all the time and it can get a bit dull. And while I do like that, it's, you know, commonplace. This I haven't used before and I quite like, so I'm going to see if I can actually build this into a character, because this is quite nice looking. It's quite simplist, but it's actually very nice. So I'm just going to find out what this is. It was Deadlands Gladiator. Do I have the whole set? That is a good question. I do, surprisingly enough. It must have come from like one of the patches God knows when ago, as in, you know, when you buy the upgrade or something. I don't actually remember. Feel free to correct me in the comments if you wish. I have not got a clue where it came from, but you know. Oh, I like those trousers though. It does come in. Okay. Ooh. That's given me another idea, but I don't know if it's going to work too well. Not really. It makes it look like a superhero. Shame, because that would have been really nice together. What about this though? Okay, that's quite nice as well. Again, an outfit I use a lot though. I'm trying to move away from the things I use very often and move towards the things I don't tend to use so often, but the problem is there's a lot that I use very often, and there's a lot of stuff that I'm personally not a big fan. Ooh, not a big fan of, but that's actually quite cute. Again, it makes it look more superhero-y though. Unless I can find something that actually matches that, like the actual huntsman item. I tend to try and group things together as much as possible. It just makes my life a little bit easier, because I'm like, yep, they're supposed to aesthetically go. And therefore, if they are supposed to aesthetically go, then surely they look good together. But unfortunately, on this occasion, no. No. So I need to look for something that seems very material-y, that matches the aesthetic that's going on. So I can't have anything that's too, like, metal-y, or has no, like, other surfaces, unless it's, like, unless it's going to blend in very, very well. Like, I can't use that, for example, either, because A, the colour doesn't match, and B, it just doesn't blend in very well. It doesn't sit very well, unfortunately. While I'm sure it's lovely on some outfits, it's just not nice on that one. And unfortunately, I don't have the option to hide the shoulders, so I've just got to live with what I've got to live with, and get on with it, really. That's quite nice. But then again, I'm not sure. I'm flicking through things now, and I'm just like, yep or no-ing everything. I do like that. Those together are not too bad, actually. I think I'll go with that. I know I said I would go with something else, but you know what? Sometimes you just gotta hang your own rules. And go with what you enjoy and what you like. And as I said before, you know, you look good, you play well, so I'm not going to complain too much about using some of the same aesthetics. I do want to give her this, like, almost Batwing-y type of thing, just because she is a necromancer, it would make sense to have those. Simply because, like I said, she is a necromancer. It's like it matches her aesthetic, really. So I think so far I've done alright with this outfit. I've not like done the best I think I could do, but you know, I've done alright. No, I thought it looked nicer when I saw it, but no. Same with that one. It looked very dragony when I saw it on the little icon, but when I actually saw it, I was like, no, this is not for me. No, I don't like that at all. Could go with Barokan. Problem is, I'm not keen on the Barokan staff, so I wouldn't go for that. But then again, I don't have to. It's the beauty of being able to pick and choose. I don't have to go with the same aesthetic for everything. But yeah, this is my Necro DPS. And what I'll be changing her restoration staff into is very simple. I'm going to change her restoration staff into Kiana's Nightmare one, possibly. Just because, like I said, it suits her aesthetic. She is a necromancer, and I do want to play up on that a little bit. Because no matter what, if I use certain skills in town, they're going to come at me. So I may as well embrace that fact. She does suit looking. She does look more like a more like a healer than she does a DPS. However, that's neither here nor there. I'm gonna go with Baneful Summoner just because it's then going to stop, hopefully, annoying me with certain skills. I am also going to grab as many skills and skill points and things as I can. Certainly as a DPS, I should be able to, and I will slot these skills. Anyway, on that note, I am going to have to level up dual wield and restoration stuff, so I'll be back. So after having made the character and ported out of a friend's house, I ported to Bankarai and I went to get Fighter's Guild. I just find it very easy to get Fighter's Guild now, and then hopefully help level it up in time before I use a load of citations. Because the more levels I can get now, the less citations I need. And I've also killed something with dual wield and a restoration staff. However, I unfortunately at the time did not have the skill points required to do something that I would personally recommend if you are unsure what your character is going to be. So this is my personal recommendation. As you can see, restoration staff's level 2, whereas dual wield's level 4. But I don't have any skills in dual wields. So what I'm going to do is, because I've just leveled up, I'm going to get some rawhide guards even. It does have a bug at the moment, but it's as you can see, even it's given me an extra skill point. Now I should really get sacrificial bones. However, I'm going to get grand healing and put it on my back, on my bar, and RB for me would probably be about number 4 or 5. I'm not actually sure. I'm not 5. Megan can count. And that will then level up, as you can see, restoration staff for me. So if I do then decide to turn her into a healer, I have the option to, because restoration staff will be leveled. And when that gets to a reasonable level where I can then later on level it if I do choose to make her that way, I will then switch to a Destro staff as well. It isn't easy having what I call a dual wield character, not dual wield character, a dual purpose character. However, I definitely do recommend it if you are unsure, or if you are new to ESO. It is much easier to level up a DPS, but queue times are a lot shorter for a healer or a tank, especially a tank. But killing anything on a healer if you want to quest can be an absolute nightmare, so do bear that in mind. Ooh, something's trying to re-attack me. How charming. No. But I have got an XP scroll on, so I will be leveling up quite quickly, and I will be leveling up both medium armor and light armor, because while most DDs nowadays use medium armor, healers still use light armor, and I obviously want that leveled up. So if you are absolutely sure you're not new to the game and you're absolutely sure you do not want to quest on a character such as this, make her a straightforward healer, as in just straight make her a healer right off the bat. If you are unsure about your role, feel free to dabble a little bit. There's no harm in putting, say, for me it would be grand healing and maybe a destro staff skill on my back bar, on my front bar as well. There is absolutely no real harm in it. You won't do great DPS if it was you doing trials and whatnot, but while I'm level 4, I don't even need to worry about that. And if you're a new player especially, you don't need to worry about trials until you're at least champion point 160, or at least that would be my recommendation. So just enjoy the game is my recommendation. I personally think I will enjoy playing a Necromancer. I'm not sure about a Magic Necromancer. I'm certainly enjoying playing a Stamina one that I have as well. But we shall see. Anyway, that's enough rambling and showing my lack of fashion skills for me. This has been Ghost of Orchids, and thank you so much for watching. I hope to catch you again. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now. Bye.